Hey everybody, this is Scotty P coming to you from the desert. Coming up on 2 years on the road now, and I'm not going to be going to any new places, and I've already got lots of footage from this place out in the desert. Going to try to hide from winter again this year, but almost 2 years. So I wanted to put together all the footage in one video and go through it, and it won't look as herky-jerky and as unplanned as it's going to in this first little app map. But I wanted to throw out a special thank you to Chico Crypto, Tyler. If it weren't for you and some of your insight and some of your coaching, none of this would have been possible. So all of this is dedicated to you. Thank you very much, brother. Ready for this bull run. But here it is, and I'm gonna do this one a little bit different. I'm gonna try to narrate this one, so y'all enjoy.
We ain't going nowhere, we're just getting started, baby.
So 2 years ago, I sold my house, bought an RV, bought a Jeep, decided to sit the bear market out and unplug. And it has been an incredible, mostly inexplicable 2 years. Life on the road is not for everybody. It has been for me. So I'd like to share a little bit of that with you guys. So I went to a place called Pagosa Springs, Colorado. It's a resort town. Now in Colorado, any city that has springs as part of its town name, supposedly there's a hot springs there. And there is here. There's like all kinds of hot springs, resorts, restaurants in the tourist area. But I stayed like 12 miles out of town, and you're on the edge of nowhere. Freaking beautiful there. I love it. And you're so close to nothing. But in town, it's a pretty cool little hopping place. People get dressed up, and there's only really a couple of places to go there at night. Beautiful, beautiful place. But here's one of these hot springs resorts, and they have these other ones that are along the river that they call the hippie dippies. And you can do those for free. So one of the really cool things about this adventure so far is once a year, a buddy that I've known longer than anybody else in my life who I'm not related to, he's got to go on 3 outings with me so far. And so I've got it timed where I'm going to be in Colorado Springs so I can go to Denver to pick him up at the airport, and then we got a week to play around. So I'm trying to kill time, and so I go to Moab, Utah. Now it's summer, and I didn't think too much about it. Probably one of the biggest things that I learned early in this trip was to make sure you're paying attention to the weather to where you're going. It was hot as hell, even with the really high elevation, because it's called the high desert. So, but the plan was to stay there for 2 weeks, but it was just too hot. I think I lasted 5 days, 4 nights. And I said, I want to come back here, but it's just too damn hot right now. And so I did end up going back there in October, but it was just too hot, especially at night, and I can't sleep at night if it's too hot. So now I was stationed here in Colorado Springs for 2 years. I I run up, I pick up my buddy at the airport in Denver and come back. But I had never been to the top of Pikes Peak, the road that goes up there. And so that was one of the things that we did, and that was pretty awesome. So then we went over to Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and we actually stopped at a ranger station there. And Ranger Kate, the only person I've met in the National Forest system worth a damn, but stopped there to get an OHV off-road map, and just happened to ask her, hey, this is what I'm driving, 29 feet long, and I'm pulling a Jeep. If you were in my situation, where would you stop? And because we had talked to her for a while, and she goes, you guys look pretty cool. Let me show you my secret spot. And because her and her fiance were supposed to go up there and go mud bike riding. And oh man, Ranger Kate, 2 thumbs up. Good place, great place. That's not Ranger Kate, but it was nice to have some company around camp. So then I picked up Dave, and we had some personal business to take care of up in South Dakota. Now, when we were here in the winter, we were looking for buffalo. We found buffalo chips, but we never found the buffalo. And then when we're driving through, we couldn't find any. And again, we did hey, I wonder what's down this road. And lo and behold, we hit the mother lode. So we did a week up in the Custer State Park, and then we went and we did a few days right outside Badlands National Park, and we stayed right on the ledge. And then this is what it looks like from the edge of the ledge, which was about 20 feet from our back door. Doesn't that look like the Grinch who stole Christmas? So we're heading back down to Texas, Dave and I. We stop in Taos, New Mexico, and I wish we had one more day there because there was an area that I wanted to drone. I was just having issues with the drone, the remote actually, and shout out to Skydio because they sent me a replacement remote, which was cool. But this little drive here is actually called the High Road. It's just a big loop that you take. It was really cool.
Come on, let's get it started. You know we like to party and we're always getting rowdy. Yeah, you know we're all about it, huh? We run the town, we always break it down, huh? Boots on the ground, yeah, we never mess around.
And then we went to Roswell, and it's pretty much a tourist trap for the UFO incident that happened near there. Beautiful little area outside of Roswell. All right, so back to Austin to do the test. So again, everything's fine. Stayed there in Austin for about 2 weeks, and then decided to go down to the beach. There weren't very many tourists there, but the lifeguards every day did training or exercises or whatever. And I took some footage of them one day, and I showed it to one of them. And they're like, oh. And I said, if you want, I'll take some footage. And they used some of it for recruiting. But really nice bunch of kids.
Got a big sound, yeah, you gotta play it loud on the record machine. Gotta scatter the bitch, you know my name. I said it like it like that. I'm in the mirror, you wanna see me, but you know that I'm real. Wanna remember me, we're taking it back. I said I like it like that. Come on. I said I like it like that.
So the meat of hurricane season is on the horizon. I decided it's time to leave the beach, but it's also about the time of the year I said I wanted to go back to Moab, and so I did. I doubled back.
Like it like that.
So back to Moab. This place is ridiculous. You need either a Jeep or one of those off-road vehicles, and you can rent those locally. I stayed there for about a month and a half, and winter was on the horizon, so I was watching the temperature where I was going out in the desert, and also the temperatures in between. Rock crawling was different and very, very cool. Jeep, one of the coolest things I've ever purchased. But it's time to start drifting southward because winter's coming. And an old friend, the Grand Canyon, was along the way, so I stopped to say hello to her. The sunsets in Arizona are absolutely ridiculous. There was just something about this area, the history. Superstition Mountain was my backyard. Lake Havasu City. Just had such a connection with Arizona. It's not like, hey, I found out who I was out in the desert. It wasn't like that, but there was a certain peace to it.
What a love is feel that I wonder. She's the prescription for my pain. Yeah, the prescription for my pain. Yeah, the prescription for my pain. You don't need no Monday. No, leave your troubles behind. If you're looking for something, you'll find it in due time. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
So one of those, hey, I wonder what's down this road moments, and I found in the middle of nowhere the biggest mud puddle I have ever seen. So I played, and I played hard.
You don't need no Monday. No, leave your troubles behind. If you're looking for something, you'll find it in due time. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. You don't need no Monday. No.
And then one day, these guys just showed up in my front lawn. They came by like once a week. Hang on a second. I'm getting pretty good at this editing thing here. Check out this transition. I really like this.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
So then in April, the temperature where I was is all of a sudden over 100, and it's time to start heading north, and B, also to change elevation to get to some cooler temperatures. Plus also it's time for that annual hookup with my buddy up, and this year I'm meeting him up in Oregon, so I'm kind of drifting that way now. It was too windy in this area from an overlook called the Edge of the World. It was just too windy to fly the drone. But this is Sedona. The road between Sedona and Flagstaff, I would do it once a day if I was there longer. This is called the Devil's Bridge. This right here is the only picture in here that I didn't take. So then it's time to, again, start heading north because the main goal is Portland area at a certain time of the year, sometime after July 4th. And so I'm back in Utah again during summer again. And it's hot as hell. But I found a really cool spot to set up camp. But I'm right in the middle of 2 different national parks. I've got my national park annual pass. So I'm like, all right, it's really hot, but I found a cool camp spot. I'm going to stay here for, 4 nights, I think I stayed, maybe 5 nights. And did both of those national parks. But again, it was too hot. So as soon as I marked both national parks off the list, I continued north. Continuing northward, Idaho. Oh my God. This is Shoshone Falls. I was surprised there were no drone signs here. It was really cool though. I think I got some great footage here, but I'm biased.
in Tennessee, well now you know the deal. It's bonfires, backyard or somewhere in them hills. So turn the music up loud, fire up the grill, and drop a tailgate, and then sit back and chill. Everybody showing love, it's something you feel, and ain't nobody about to judge, so do what you will. Go ahead and pull your drink up, go on and catch a thrill. Go ahead and roll the dank, bro, let's fire up the kill. We smoking on that pine that grew right here up out the field. We sipping on that shine that's coming out the copper steel. Now let me shout out to my folks, Leanna, Walter Hill, and everybody from Chattanooga to Nashville. We working hard at 9 to 5 just to pay them bills, and then we grinding on the side trying to stack a meal. It's trailer made and damn it boy, there I made it real. Tennessee certified, even stamped with the seal. They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We work hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it weed lit. We on that Tennessee shit. They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We work hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it weed lit. We on that Tennessee shit.
Welcome to the mid-tempo, you know what that means. Chicken grilling, frog gigging, sipping on that sweet tea. Granddaddy's Mossberg, bringing home that clean meat. Sneaking through the woods straight, covered up in real tree. Bug knife swinging on my belt like a wind chime. Strolling down a dirt trail, rolling up a good times. Glock 40 tackle box and a trot line. Cooler full of wiser and a jar full of moonshine. Plucking on the 6-string, chilling on the tailgate. Parked around the bonfire, sipping on a cold drink. Leather work boots, stomping through this red clay. Johnny Cash barking while I'm loading up my 12 gauge. Way down in the cut where we bounce around on them mud grips. Raised up on the river, we slicker than wet catfish. Never seen us coming, but bet that they gonna see this.
Now down the river there to the left-hand top of this picture, that's where Evel Knievel did his Snake River Canyon jump.
We on that Tennessee shit. They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We work hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it weed lit. We on that Tennessee shit.
Yeah, I worked all week, I just wanna have fun, so I call up the crew and get her done. We don't back down, no sir, we don't run. You can kiss our ass if you want our guns. A fine Southern Belle on my passenger side, and a couple of cases of brewskis on ice. Yeah, to wash down all the liquor and the shine. I tell you it's going down tonight. Man, I swear we smoking like Willie. Here we be drinking like Waylon until we get $1.50. Chilling right outside the city. Me, Connor, and Diddy off in the holler with Austin. We big bossing with Grizzly. Come on, we all trailer made. I'm a Nashvilleian, Southern by God's grace. Now that's living. They never saw us coming, now they gon' see this. You best believe this. We on that Tennessee shit.
They never saw us coming out, they gon' see this. We work hard for it, you can't believe it. Yeah, we sip, shine, and keep it weed lit.
Now this was the beginning of a period in the time that I started seeing waterfalls everywhere I went. It was incredible. I was really happy with this shot. I thought it was pretty cool. And so I hooked back up with a Chico Army member and his girlfriend, my own Sacagawea, expert in this area, took about 5 minutes. Here's where you should stay. Pulled in there. Yep. Slept like a baby that night. Of course, it's excellent Bigfoot spotting territory. But there was a river right below me that I could hear all night, which made it real easy to go to sleep, but also made me have to get up and pee every 5 minutes, it seemed like. So in the morning, I wanted to see how big that river that was making all that noise, see how big it was. And this was my backyard. it's towards the end of June, and the nighttime temperatures were in the 30s and 40s. But it was a good 30 and 40 degrees. They had an incredible amount of snow this winter. So I took this boat across the lake. I could have hiked it, but it would have taken 6 hours to hike. And then did this little hike up the mountain and caught another waterfall with the drone. Now, sometimes it's difficult to fly these drones because, well, I gotta fly it over there and I gotta turn it around, and now the river is going this way. So you just fly it until it loses contact and then it returns to the launch spot. But it's almost backwards when you're trying to fly it. You just have to look at the screen. But my original plans to be in the Portland area in the middle of July got changed because my buddy I was going to pick up for us to do our 1 week thing, he was like, hey, I got a 4-day weekend for the 4th of July. So I ended up having to leave Idaho sooner than I had wanted to. Such a beautiful state. But the drive from Stanley, Idaho to Portland, the part that was in Idaho, was absolutely ridiculous as you come down through the Boise National Forest. I got some footage, there's a little bit in here, but it was just one of those moments, it was just one of those situations where you didn't have a place to pull over to go put the camera out on the, to go put the GoPro camera out on the hood of the car. There was no place to pull over. But the entire drive down the mountain, which was the western half of Idaho, was incredible. And I'm going to spend some more time there in the future. So then it's off to Portland. And while I was there with my buddy, we did several, 4 or 5 different day trips. I kind of got cheated on this part of the country back in 2020 because the smoke from all the fires, you couldn't see any of this, but absolutely beautiful. Beautiful drive. I get Mount Hood and Mount Rainier mixed up, but that's one of them. The landscape in Washington and in Oregon is so unique. You got the mountains, you got the forest, you got the beach. And like I said, we did several different day trips there in the area. But when it was time to go do the 1 week adventure part of it, we actually went north. He's a fellow Bigfoot lover as well. That museum was horrible though. I like that picture. The drive down the Oregon coast is just absolutely incredible. This is like 30 minutes from my buddy's house, this little area that we found. Couldn't fly the drone in here though. Like I said, it's just a completely different coastline than what I'm used to seeing in Texas and in Florida. Now it's my buddy and my week of adventure. We head north to Olympus National Park, absolutely ridiculous, and then rode the coast all the way down. And then cut over to Crater Lake. I believe the name of this area is called Hurricane Ridge. Go all the way up and you can see Mount Olympus. That's a big boy right there. One of the places that we stayed overnight was right on the Washington Beach. I got this whole sunset on time lapse. Check out this bird. Now this rock is called Face Rock. If you can see the nose and everything, there's some indentation tale about the princess that turned into that rock. That's Crater Lake, and then this is a little area that one of the locals told us about. And this is a volcano flume that I'm flying the drone through. Pretty tight quarters, actually. And this was another local waterfall in the area. And again, I got to fly the drone right up in there. I got some pretty good pictures I'm happy with. And then as a parting gift, the night before my buddy had to head back, we had a visitor right above us in the tree. So my buddy caught the train home, and I went over to the Grand Tetons. All kinds of wildlife. The picture I took of the bear wasn't a very good one, so I didn't put it in here. He was playing peekaboo. Now this is right outside Cheyenne, Wyoming. Found a nice little place to park for a couple of nights.
Troubles behind. If you're looking for something, you'll find it in due time.
enjoy the ride.
But all in all, it's been just an absolute awakening of every sense that I have. And it really does make you feel small and insignificant. But it sure beat the hell out of watching crypto during this 2-year bear cycle. I highly suggest it when this next bull run is over. Not financial advice, but just unplug and enjoy the ride, man. And then back to Austin for this most recent test, which came back good news. So off to go start the next part of the adventure. But thank you guys so much for checking it out. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Vaya con huevos.